Mystic Essentials, and today we are going to do your love reading with a spiritual connection. We are going to the True Lovers Oracle deck, followed by main energies surrounding the true love. Okay, you already received a message, spiritual connection. Yeah, and we're going to doorway gateway to spirit to see what your spiritual messages are. All right. Anything that needs to be broken down, we will. And anything that needs to be surrendered, released, we will. So your first message is appreciation. And I believe water signs has also had appreciation. So let's see what's going on. Spirit for fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What is the love surrounding appreciation? The love message for appreciation. You have worthiness. Let's go, fire signs. Yes. Yes. Talking about looking at that reflection. How do you see yourself? Another love message for fire signs. Thank you. Serendipity. I think air signs had this. I've been seeing a lot of repeating messages. So, for the spiritual connection, spirit for fire signs, that came out so quick. Eternal now is here. And eternal now talks about you being enough. Back to this worthiness, right? The creation of you being enough, right? Working on yourself, right? And being in the present moments. Eternal now is your spiritual connection, right? Being all that I can be, right? Spirit, what is the energy surrounding serendipity for fire signs at this time? Thank you. That heart chakra, baby. Fourth chakra. Let's go. Right? Going with the flow pertaining to the heart. And what is the energy surrounding eternal now? Spirit. Thank you. Ooh. A man holding a coin, or a masculine energy holding a coin. Let's go, fire signs. What is the spiritual connection of messages, Spirit, for this worthiness for fire signs? What cannot be seen in the physical, but is there in the spiritual at this time? Thank you. Fire Prince, let's go. What fuels your fire of your worthiness and being appreciative? For serendipity of the heart, Spirit, towards the heart. What's the spiritual message for fire signs? Thank you. They're popping. Oh, you have this Metal King. When I say this Metal King, it's some work. Let down your guard. And for eternal now, for this man holding a coin for fire signs, Spirit. Let's go. The map maker of destiny. Bringing that balance up in here. So when we talk about fire signs, the planets are very important. So when you're talking about fire signs, you must look at your rising, your sun, your moon, right? Your Venus, your Mercury, and there has been a pull for Pluto, because Pluto talks about transformations and changes, right? So let's go. So your message came out is pertaining to balance of appreciation. When you talk about appreciation, what is appreciation? You reaching your goals, yeah. Setting goals and achieving them, achievements, yeah. But when you talk about this image, right? And we're talking about energy. You have a feminine energy here. And what is the feminine energy, fire sign? Feminine energies are the negative hold of energy. Something here has put fire signs in a feminine energy, right? And what makes the feminine energy? Anything, can make you a feminine energy. Lack of knowledge, right? Lack of movement, mental imbalance, emotional injury, right? So here in this card, they talk about the need to release, that's the white, right? Needing to release a situation or a person so that you can see the beauty that lies in front of your face, and that is a pink rose, right? So when you talk about the white cloth, what is the white? Because I read numbers and colors. I'm Leah, right? And talk to spirits. So when you talk about the white cloth, it talks about there's a need to release. So the situation or a person can be purified and cleansed. The purity and the clarity of is the white. And in front of the face is a pink flower or a pink rose. What is the pink? What must you see? You must see the beauty, passion, compassion, a new relationship, a friendship, right? A partnership or a business situation, right? There's something that has bloomed in front of your face, but you're not looking at it. This person or this feminine energy is looking at you. Have not seen, even though the flower is in their hand, in front of their face, they have not seen it, right? So fire signs, the most damaging or injuring numbers on the boards for all signs at this time is the 4s and the 2s. And the most damaging color is the brown, right? And in this image, this feminine energy wears brown and green. When you talk about the brown and why the brown is so dangerous or so injuring, because when you talk about the colors and the numbers, these are the numbers or the colors that toggle back and forth from light to dark, positive to negative upon your thoughts and your actions. You see, you can have a thought to do the right thing or go right, and then when you get on your path or you start along your way, you go left. And then something happens, so you have to be careful. So when you talk about brown, what is the brown? The brown talks about what needs to be grounded, what needs to be stabilized, what needs to be brought down, calmed down, settled down, right? Brown also talks about what is in the root of a situation, what is going on surrounding the situation, what is going on in a structure. That could be like a home, any type of building, any type of standing building, right? Home, a business place, a medical facility. It just depends. And then Forrest also talks about what is within the foundation. When you ask about the foundation talks about what is the connecting factors or the relationship built from. Is it built solid or is it built weak? Okay, so the browns, right? But the Browns also talk about what needs to end, what will end, what needs to be complete, what needs to be buried, right? And then considering the fact that this brown is here with the green, it talks about abundance, success, wealth, growth, new growth, right? Green, the green light to move forward. Forward movement is the green. So you are in a position to bring balance to yourself, because this is a card of 6, right? Upon the releasal, to see something beautiful or, a beauty in front of your face. It's in your grasp. It's in your hand, but you have not seen it yet, or you have not given it the proper attention yet, okay? So when you talk about the brown and the green, it is either the grounding or the stabilization of abundance, movement, or the green light to move forward, or is the rejection, that end, that bury of the green light, which is the abundance, okay, the green, the abundance, the success, the wealth, the movement forward. So it's all up to you. But I'm going to tell you now, this is all about bringing balance to yourself. It is the grounding and the stabilization of the releasing of a situation or a person to focus back upon beauty for balance, right? So then they tell us about worthiness. This is your lover's oracle message, worthiness. When you look in the reflection of the water, what do you see? Do you see your value? What is it? Because this is another feminine energy. So it's something that you're not seeing. It's something that you're not comprehending. Even though this feminine energy wears white and purple. And then you have purple upon the head. So what is the white? The purity and the clarity of what? The purple. Power, empowerment. Feeling powerful. You see? So this feminine energy is looking in the reflection, right, of the water. When you talk about water, what is the water? Water is emotions. Water is also a cleansing factor, a clearing out the negativity, right? Or the baptism, yeah. And water also talks about bringing something back to life or adding spark to a life situation. But when this feminine energy looks in the water, right? She takes her hand and moves the hair out of the reflection in the water's eyes, right? Clear vision, right? But because it's a feminine energy, what is injuring? What do you not see? You do not see your value. And this is worthiness is a card of 6, which is the balance. You see? Which is the balance. Whether it pertains to bringing a balance to an emotional state, because it's the water, right? Towards a reflection of how you see yourself, right? Or learning about that spark, or learning about what can change or what needs to be changed within the current or the present moment, right? That is going to affect your future, right? Because see, when the present self, right, reaches in the water and changes the reflection, whether it be the reflection of the past or the future, you still have 2 energies of here. You know what I'm saying? Two feminine energies. What are the tools, right? Tools talks about doorway, gateways, thresholds, opportunity, missed opportunities. Communication factors of conversating and debating. The conversating is the talking, the agreements, and the negotiations, and the understanding of the conversation. Tools also talk about, this is why tools are so, they toggle, they kind of injuring, it depends on your action, right? Tools also talk about the debating factors of arguments, right? Disagreements, law enforcement being called out, right? The misunderstanding of communication. Tools also talk about the pairs, because it's a pair here, right? Tools also talk about the bond factors or the connecting factors where 2 becomes 1. So what is it with the worthiness? What is it that you must change or correct in order to see your worth or feel valuable? And here you are surrounded by green, brown, pink, and yellow. High vibration of colors, right? So they're telling us your spiritual message is the fire prince. Keep bumping, I'm sorry. What is the fire prince? Optimism and aggression, and it is a card of 4. So you must be careful, but it doesn't matter, because when you put the fire prince with worthiness, it makes the one you, the one thought, the one journey, right? Where must you apply the heat or the fire? When you talk about the fire prince and this optimism, fire heats up a situation, correct? But fire also burns down a situation, tears down, burns down. What must be your drive or your action or your passion, right? Within the structure of you, within the foundation, yeah, 4s, toggles, right? So what is heating up? Something is heating up. Maybe it's heating up or it's building up. Like, you know how the heat builds up in a pot, right? To the top pops or to the top blows. There's something you are not seeing that is heating up, right? Pertaining to your worthiness. Because here, the fire prince has their back to worthiness and they're shooting fire, right? What is it that you're not seeing? Because you're so busy correcting the reflection, correcting the reflection of the past, right? Or you're either correcting how you would like to see yourself, right? Moving the hair out of the way, clear vision. So we're going to look into the fire prince and see what is either building up which is coming forward or coming out, because it could talk about exposure, right? Or when you talk about the aggression, what is the aggression? What is being tore down, burnt down, right? So spirit for fire signs, clarify the fire prince. And let's see what's going on. You have 3 here. Moving quickly away from the end of a cycle or end of a situation. See, chariot, 10 of swords is who? The divine value, right? Divine worthiness, value. Moving quickly away, right? Who's moving quickly away? Right? And the chariot is like going towards appreciation. Don't forget, getting ready to release. That's this. The 10 of swords is the white cloth. To see the beauty or the value in front of your face. You see that? Yeah. So let's see what's going on. Spirit, clarify the 10 of swords. What is this 10 of swords for fire signs? Towards worthiness. 6 of swords towards worthiness. See that? When you talk about the 6 of swords, what is the 6 of swords? The indecision, right, of love or defeat upon the recovery being the open way or open road, because that's the orange boat, and the recovery is the 4 swords upon the water. See, water is water everywhere, right? So you have water here, which is water talks about the cleansing factor, emotions, right? And something coming back to life or the rejuvenation of life. That's water. Here's more water. That 10 of swords and the ace of coins. Water, right? Water. Movement forward. Someone is going towards what is valuable, right? Worthy. And it goes back to the pink flower in front of your face. You have not seen it yet, but they're telling us you're moving towards that, right? Good. Yes. Right? 6 of swords. Clarify the 6 of swords, spirit. Woo! Pop it. Communication or moving rapid. Something is moving rapid. Communication is coming, whether it is the understanding, right, of conversating and debating, the communication factors, right? But 8 talks about a transformation or calling for a spirit in a situation, right? Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations of 8 of staff. Taking action, movement forward. Movement. It's all about movement. And a lot of signs have been having about, messages about movement. Chariot is movement, right? 6 of swords is movement. You see? Now you have the 8 of staff, movement. So let's see what's under the bottom of the deck. Movement. Look, towards what? A new journey. Ace of staff, right? 2 of staff. Look, threshold. Doorway, gateway, threshold is who? The masculine energy that embodies love. You see that? Then you have the Queen of Swords, or a feminine energy that has been injured by mental injuries or a mental wounding, because we are talking about energies, right? Towards a loss or being distracted. 5 of coins of unfulfillment. 7 of coins, right? In a foundation, right? Or in the connecting factor of 2. 4 of staff, right? So it talks about sneaky actions or a plan of recovery or a plan of action. 7 of swords towards a feminine energy that embodies love or has been wounded by emotions, because we're talking energies. Someone is getting ready to receive a message here. And then right now we have 2 feminine energies on the board and 1 masculine energy, right? So let's talk about this. So they're telling us that the masculine energy, or the person who embodies love, right, who is also abundant, has a new journey. See the staff and the cup of love, right, within their grasp or within their reach. You see that? And they are going through the threshold, that's the two of staff, to get towards a new journey. See, you have to go through the threshold, doorway, gateway, thresholds to move forward towards a new journey, right? So let's find out what happened or what's going on in this journey situation. So they telling us that the feminine energy of the Queen of Swords, who has been mentally injured, right, sees the masculine energy of love. You see that? She sees. So she has a mental injury because logically you see with your eyes, right? So you're having that mental thought, and the mental thought, okay, I need to get ready to put my sword down, because when you have your sword up, right, it talks about ready to defend and ready to battle, right? But at the same time, when you have that sword up in front of your face, it talks about the blockage, the mental blockage. But this person is ready to put their sword down, but it is too late, because the masculine hold of energy has already embodied love, and they're telling us, I'm abundant. See the fish? But I'm ready to go on a new journey in love, right? So when I say it's too late, because they're telling us that the 5 of coins, the loss, is already here for the mental injured queen. See that? And then they're telling us at one point of time, right, this person was in, right? They were in. But now, probably being on the defensive end, that has injured her or injured them, it's too late. Because when you talk about the 5 of coins, it talks about someone being held back within the water. Now, look at the water. Wars is everywhere. Someone is being held back, whether it was by emotions or their life was on hold, you see, or they have put the coins in the water to be cleansed off, right? And as all of this was taking place, divine value or divine worth, don't forget they told us it was here, has been surrounded by confusion, you see? So what has happened in this loss, the stabilization of a partnership or a foundation, right, has basically been unfulfilled. It has basically went down into the dumps, like it's no good. And then once again, they tell us this person was stuck, because that's the 4 of coins, towards this situation or foundation. Who are these two people? The bonding factors or the connecting factors within a foundation. At one point in time, these two were together, right? That's this, right? Within a foundation. But now they're telling us that that foundation is what? Unfulfilling. You see that? And what is being created, because it's a creation here, is the 3 of coins. What is on the side of creation? Sneaky actions or a plan of recovery was created towards the feminine energy that had been wounded by love or emotion. See that? Heartbreak, that's the 3 of swords. But someone had a plan of action or a mental recovery within their mental. And this person was comfortable with it because this person wears the white and the blue. What is the white? The purity and the clarity of the blue, which is being in chill mode, being relaxed, you know what I'm saying? Being in a calm state, cool, calm, and collective. They had a plan, right? See that? So when they say communication is coming, they tell us communication is coming to this person because the blue bird is there. Blue bird is there, right? So when it talks about the value or the worthiness, what is it that this has not been seen? You see that? Worthiness. What has not been seen? The Queen of Swords, or the queen or the feminine energy that has been wounded by her mental, has not seen that loss because she turns her back on the loss because you're too busy looking over here to see what this person is doing, which they could have been married at one point of time, or, they could be going through a situation where the king of love is getting ready to leave, because the king of love is not looking at the queen of swords. The king of love is looking over here to go through the doorway, gateway, threshold to a new journey, towards a new journey. You see? Yes. And then the two of staff, right, with the ace of staff makes the three of staff. Someone is waiting to take action, whether it be a divorce or a breakup, right? But they're telling us who they're going towards. I have to face my heartbreak, but I have a plan of recovery. Which way is the swords pointing? Those four swords of recovery, straight over here to the queen that embodies love, or who has been injured by love. So maybe when you talk about this worthiness, the queen of love has not seen it because she has been mentally injured in a love or an emotional state. She has been wounded, right? The weaker energy, right? And when you talk about worthiness, the queen of swords, or the queen that has been injured by her mental or by their mental, has not seen the loss. You see that? Worthiness. So be careful, right? And pay attention. Pay attention. So who gets optimism and who is aggression? See that? When you talk about optimism, what is building up? What is heating up, right? This goes towards the queen of cups, or the feminine energy who has been wounded in love, the queen of cups. When you talk about aggression, when the queen of swords turns around, right, and sees that loss, this is what's going to heat up a situation. So be careful. When they turn around and see that loss, this is going to be aggression. You see that? So you have to be careful with the fire prince, fire sign. And I'm going to be careful because I know exactly what situation this is for me, because I'm Sagittarius moon, baby. All day, every day. So let's move on to your next love message, okay? So you can either watch how I play out, or you can kind of figure out who's who. Yes, it's a lot going on, but it's all good though, because I'd rather know than not to know, correct? All right, let's move on to your next one. Serendipity, baby. Serendipity is a card of two, so you have to be careful. When you talk about serendipity, and water is here again, it talks about going with the universal flow, or heaven's flow, also known in the spiritual realm as currency. Not in the physical realm, because we call currency money, right? That's not what it's about. When you talk about the spiritual realm or the energy realm or frequency, it talks about currency. So here in serendipity, you have the sun illuminating what? A wish coming in. You see that? Star, or a new journey coming in. You have an angel here, right? Angelic guidance, spiritual guidance, being cool, calm, and collective by the water, the purification of being calm or standing strong by the water, right? Or traveling upon the waters in a calm manner, or even just being grounded. See the rocks, right? Being grounded, right? Abundance is also here because that is the greenery, right? So a situation is coming to a heart situation, right? Some type of wish fulfillment, new journey, illumination, angelic guidance, being solid, standing strong and purified, or just traveling upon the waters, upon the heart, right? So when you put the serendipity with the fourth chakra, these two make the four. So you go from a 2, right, to a 4, because this is a 2 and this is a 2. Don't forget, 2s and 4s are very dangerous, because one thought, one action can change the whole outcome, okay? So when you're dealing with the heart, they're telling us that currency, or heaven's flow of serendipity, is coming to a heart situation. Fire signs. And that's what we want. But you got this metal king up in here, which represents the one you, the one thought, the one journey. And the metal king is going over here towards your heart as well. So when I talk about the metal king, right, What are the main colors of the Metal King? The white, the brown, and the black. The purity or the clarity of darkness, negativity, right? Surrounded by the brown. What is the brown? You either accepting, grounding, stabilizing, rejecting, that's the toggle side, ending or burying that negativity, right? So what is the Metal King? The Metal King talks about discipline, armor, and boundaries or borders. I've been seeing this Metal King come in here, and people have had their guard up so high that even the angels of balance and the angels of love cannot come in. And then it's affecting your heart situation, right? Together, these make the three, the creation of the Metal King towards the fourth chakra or the heart, right? So let's see what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted. Spirit for fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted about this Metal King? Don't put that guard up too high. There's something you must know within your mental. Okay, over the heart situation. Over your heart. This is the heart. See that? You have surrender your addictions. It says, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to heal the addiction and replace it with a healthier alternative. And when you look at surrender to addiction, this feminine energy has a black mask over the eyes. The fingernails are black and the black ring is there. Negative of the logic, that's eyes. See, can't see straight, right? Right? Darkness or confusion covers the eyes. Hands represent action of hand, right? And you're representing it loud and proud. What is it that you're not seeing in your addictions? What are you not seeing? Is this the reason why the Metal King is up in here towards your heart? What is these addictions of the heart? And when you start talking about all this addiction, this could be someone spying for ill will. Even if you don't know that they're spying, that would make you a feminine energy, because it's like lack of knowledge in your surroundings. So you have to be careful, right? So let's find out, where do you need to allow the heavens in, right? And learn how to block the addictions from the heart, right? What will you learn? What must you see? That is the discipline, right? When you talk about armor, what must you protect? You must protect your heart, right? True indeed, from addictions, yes. And you must set up boundaries or borders, draw the line between addictions, right? So your heart can receive what your heart wants to receive, which is serendipity. Do you see it? So be careful. So let's look at, I usually don't look at a Metal King because there's so many different situations. But let's look at this Metal King. Lucky today. Y'all lucky today. Because I think you are I think all signs so far have received a Metal King. Yeah, I believe so. And I haven't broken down a Metal King, but I'm going to break it down today. Spirit for the Metal King for fire signs, clarify, please. What is this Metal King? Woo! It's either an end towards a heart situation or a transformation, because this is the death towards the heart. Woo! End. So let's see. Spirit clarify death. Y'all be careful. Ooh! Letting go of a situation. Death of a relationship or a bonding factor. Two of Cups. End. You see that? Let's go a little deeper. Spirit clarify death and towards the Two of Cups. That came out so fast. Look, they're telling you something is over with. Ten of Swords. So let me tell you now, when you talk about the Ten of Swords, what is the Ten of Swords? When I say be thankful that this body is laying in the water, because it talks about for every end that there is a beginning. Yes. And this person has orange upon their head, which is open way, open road, obstacles being removed upon the journey of the purity and the clarity of obstacles being removed, because they lay in water. What is the water? Water talks about that bounce back, baby. That bounce back to life, the rejuvenation of life. So do not go against the currency or heaven's flow. And you need to allow serendipity in towards the heart. Because this Metal King is in here saying, block, stop this death towards a relationship or the negative addictions of the heart. Y'all better get with it. So let's see what's under the bottom of the deck. News, page of staff, news, or the offering of the news. Because this is the page and a page. You are the second sign to have these same 2 pages in the same order. Right? The offering of the news, right? Balance. Let's go. 6 of coin. King of cups. Yes. Coming in quickly. What's coming in quickly? A new beginning, baby. But you better be careful, because that brown dog, that dog is there. Dogs talk about friend or enemy, right? The king of coin is up in here. The knight of coin is up in here. You have the 7 of cups towards what? The page, another page of swords. You got 3 pages. Woo! 4 coins. This one is going to be kind of deep. And you have the lovers. See that? And somebody is manifesting. Look at here. The magician. So let me go back. Okay, let me backtrack. Y'all know I got to backtrack. Got to make room. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, here we go. So someone is coming in to offer news. But I don't know what this news is going to be, because there's so many different. I don't know if it's going to be the end of an old, right, relationship, negative addictions, but it all pertains to the heart, or it's going to be news about a cycle has ended. You see that? Whether it be with you or someone else, right? So someone is coming in to offer the news. And the news that comes in is going to bring a balance to the masculine energy hold of love. You see that? Because the masculine energy hold of love is on a new journey in love. Something new that is going to bring forth my balance, baby. So that's why I said end only to begin anew, right? I know y'all looked and said, oh my God, Leah, they don't. Nah. So what's coming in quickly towards the masculine hold of love is a new beginning, coming in quickly, baby, coming in quickly. See the king of cups, talking about hearts. When you talk about the chariot coming in, right, and the chariot's coming in fast, what are they bringing? The new beginning, right? Right, the new beginning. And it talks about someone who was thinking about it, because when you look at the journey, where has the journey what has brought forth the journey? Because the staff is pointing backwards. So it talks about someone had already been wanting to move forward quickly, because the staff talks about that action, right, or that drive. And because the fool has a cup here, journey in love. So journey in love is indicated back to back. Journey in love, right, from the past, journey in love towards the present or the future. You see, right? So new beginning coming in fast, only the end to begin again. So now you have a solid king, or the king of coin, who is grounded and solid. I'm talking about rooted, heavy, grounded, coming in to take action, to make an offer. And this offer is a good offer, because this knight has already stepped over the stream of water. So the offer and the knight has been purified, because the knight, which is the king of coins, see, this is a person who can jump out of that, sitting on that throne. I'm the boss. I'm this, I'm that. To, oh, I see what I want. Let me go on over here and make this offer. See that? This is a good one here. And then when they get ready to make that clarified, purified offer, they already stepped on low energy. They already have their mind made up, baby. I'm solid. I stand strong, and I know what I want, and I get what I want. This is not an arrogant person. Because see that white right? That's the purity and the clarity of the mind in love. There's no defeat here because they stepped over that stream of water and they step upon that snake. Their journey has been guided by the divines because that is the beetle, and they have traveled. That's the purity and the clarity in love, because this is the bottom in the red. And you see how they're making that offer over there to somebody else? Choosing mental clarity. See? Choosing. What are you offering? What is the king of coin coming in here to offer? Choosing or choices, right? Mental clarity. I have gained mental clarity of who I want to make an offer to. That's what it says, right? Yeah. I have had my options, but I know who I want, and I know who I want to give an offer to. Mental clarity. When you start talking about mental, this page of sword is by the edge of the water. Do you see the water? Yeah. So a person has went to the water, or they have journeyed or traveled over the water. See that? So now you got this king. He jumping all around. They jumping all around, right? Because they solid in what they do. And the water has purified, cleansed their mental, their journey to come in here, make this offer. Now, what is the clarity that you want to tell us about, right? See, what is the page of swords, sword pointing to? At one point in time, I was held back for a coin. From who? From the lovers. But now what have you done? I have manifested. See that? I have manifested. What have you manifested? Who have you manifested? I have manifested the lovers, because look, magician is surrounded by the four coins and the lovers. See that? One point in time, I was held back. Mental clarity. Food for thought, baby. Food for thought. They telling you. I was held back, right? So I just went on ahead and manifested what I wanted. That's why this king, right, a coin, they telling you that they are a magician, because this king right here that's solid and stable in what they do, they jump around. I can be a king of coin, I can be a knight of coin, and I can be a magician, and I can be a page of swords. See that? But it all pertains to the new beginning that's coming in quickly. See? Quickly, right? Towards the king, or the masculine energy that embodies love, on a journey in love for that balance. And they told us at the end who it was, what it was. So, right? Listen, when you talk about the end of a cycle, what is ending? The old situationship, right? You see that? Why? And they telling us that it was some bad addictions here. And what are the addictions? It says substances, drugs, food, overeating, not eating enough, not eating correctly or properly. People, sex, overworking, right? Trying to maintain a certain status. Yeah. Taking action to begin healing and replace it with a healthier alternative. This was the addiction. See that? But when you talk about the replacement of a healthier alternative, I'm finna show you. What has the King of Cups, or the King of Love, created in this new journey in love? I chose the lovers. See that? So it all talks about the discipline towards the heart, right? And following the calling, or going with heaven's flow to what feels right. What feels right, getting out of addictive situations or negative situations, because I want my serendipity of the heart. Y'all better get with it. So that's what that was about. So let's go over here and look at your spiritual connection. Boy, it's getting deep over here. Let's go, fire signs. So if this is not you, this is the person that you are dealing with. Yes. So when you talk about your spiritual connecting factors in love and what's going on in the unseen, the unknown of the spiritual realm, they're telling us that the creation of eternal now, something that is going to last literally a lifetime, right, is up in here. The when I say the divines, there's no one to play with. There's no people, person, entity to play with energies, because the creation of eternal now. What is being created now that is going to last a lifetime, towards the man holding a coin or a masculine energy. And these two cards together make the one you, the one thought, the one journey. There is a creation towards a man holding a coin within your thoughts that will be placed along your journey. If it is not you, the one you, right? The one thought, the one journey. Spiritual connection towards a masculine holding value. Yes. And then they tell us that the person that's holding the coin, the masculine energy, is surrounded by spiritual, eternal now, and destiny that's coming up in here to bring that balance, baby. Yes. What? And then the thing about it is, all together, these three cards make the 7. 7 is a number of self-reflection. So at the end of it all, what is here for you to obtain is the balance towards your destiny. Yes, let's go. I want it all. I want it all, baby. I want it all. So, who do we look at? What do we look at? Spirit says eternal now. Look at eternal now. So let's look at eternal now. Spirit for fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Clarify eternal now, please. Why is eternal now here? Woo! The resistance or the fight or the warring or the battle. See? The Knight of Swords. The resistance towards eternity, or the resistance or the fight, mental, within the mind, right? Clarify the Knight of Swords. We're going to get into it. Let's see what's going on. Knight of Swords. The resistance of that what? Unfulfillment. Right? Yes. Yes. 7 of coin, right? Clarify the Knight of Swords. 7 of coin, Spirit. The Emperor is here. Look at here. Same people. Same person. Yeah. So, the resistance of unfulfillment of the Emperor. A boss. The king of all kings. The positive hold of all energies. Right? Let's see what's under the bottom of the deck. The Chariot. The Chariot is coming in here fast, bringing forth the end of a cycle towards being mentally stuck. Right? Let me show you. The Chariot, look. The 10 of staff, yeah. The 8 of swords. The 2 of cups is here. 5 of cups, look. The 9 of coin. The Queen of Swords has showed up again. And yet and still, she don't see that loss. Injury, mental injury. Someone is having a new perspective, you see? Towards waiting to take action towards what? A new plan. Towards, what is this new plan? The reconciliation. See that 3 of cups? To bring a balance to a what? Heartbreak of who? The King of Cups. Alright, so let me backtrack real quick. Hold on, let me get my cards together, y'all. Try not to bump anything. Boom. So, the end of a cycle or laying down burdens is coming in quickly. So when the Chariot comes in, look what it's bringing with it, right? The 10 of staff. When you talk about the 10 of staff, what is the 10 of staff? Someone upon a new journey, which is 9 times out of 10, it's the Emperor. Because we talking about the Emperor or the man holding the coin, a divine masculine or a masculine holding value. So you have a new journey here, right? Away or outside of being a wounded warrior, because that's the 9 of staff on the other side, right? So what is on the side of the wounded warrior, that 9 of staff over there? It talks about being mentally stuck on a relationship. or mental injuries or blockage within a relationship. You see? And feeling regretful towards someone who is either independent, strong, right? Or someone who was held back. Because you have, right? They stood strong, but they was held back. Because see, feelings of regret, right? For my attachment. Who is your attachment? Someone who is independent, strong, right? That's the 5, right? 5 of coins left out in the cold or being held back. And see how that snake, the snake is there, but no one is stepping on it. They're getting ready to receive a message because that is the red bird. See, my attachment, right? My attachment. Someone who was outside of these 2 of cups. Somebody who was outside, look. Left out in the cold, lost. Someone who I lost because that's the 5 of coins. Held back. I couldn't obtain them because they was held back and it was my loss, you see, right? Right? So what they're telling us is the way is being cleared. Now I'm starting to get hot, right? The way is being cleared because this is the orange ground, but this person, right, which is this person, has laid down their action, their passion, their drive, their new journey. Laid it down because you're so down and feeling so defeated. Defeat within the mental, defeat within my journey. I don't have action, passion, drive for that. I can't go for that right now. You cannot go towards my attachment. I can't go towards my attachment right now, this person, right? So it talks about the Queen of Swords or the mental injury of a feminine energy. This is who the Emperor was in a relationship with at one point in time. It was them. But don't forget, I told you it was someone else here outside of the relationship that was being held back, right? So the Queen of Swords or the feminine energy that's going to have a mental wounding or has the mental wounding, once again, they don't see that loss. They don't see the loss. 5 of coin, right? They don't see the loss. But a new perspective is here. A new vision, a new view. Waiting to take action towards a new plan. Look. Waiting to take action towards a new plan. Someone is having new thoughts. Who's having new thoughts? Right? And what is this plan or this vision pertaining to? The reconciliation that's going to bring forth my balance. You see that? 3 of cups, 6 of coin. Because at one point in time, I was heartbroken. Who has caused your heartbreak? The same one who walking around here with this sword. Because if you are the holder of the swords, that means all you can issue is what? Swords. So the Queen of Swords or the feminine energy that has a mental wounding, whether the wounding be the head is too big, your logic is off the chain, or, depression within the mental, what they always say, hurt people, hurt people. Well, if all you obtain is swords, all you can give is swords in return. You see that? So they're telling us that the Queen of Swords has injured or heartbroken or did something to cause a mental injury pertaining to the heart towards the King of Cups, right? So now the King of Cups, right, says, I have a new vision. I have a new vision, right? And this new vision is about me bringing, balance towards a reconciliation. Reconciliation of this person and bringing a balance from this. See that? Or bringing a balance from being mentally stuck on that old situation. Woo! Hold on, let me show you. Where is it? Where did it go? Old situation. Mentally stuck. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. There it goes. Waiting on up there. Mentally stuck. Right? This is what I want to bring a balance to. This is what I want to bring a balance to. Right? And this is who I want to reconcile with. Because I feel what? Regretful. Now see, cups offers cups. You see that? Cups offers cups. Yeah, cups offers cups, right? And then when you talk about being mentally stuck. See that? Mentally stuck on the two of cups with the sword. See that? Swords off of swords. Swords off of swords. You see what I'm saying? So they're telling us that the King of Cups, or the masculine energy holder of love, has a new perspective. And they are getting ready to do a lot of movement, because you have moving quickly to end the cycle. Get away from the wounded warrior. There's two things here. I'm on a new journey. But what are you on a new journey towards? Reconciliation. You see that? That's the Ace of Staff. And I'm getting away from being a wounded warrior. What or who has made you a wounded warrior? See that? Boom. Boom. See that? Yes. So they told us that that they was coming up in here to bring a balance to their destiny or to their map. And this balance that they're bringing or choosing, and I love you guys.